can hear myself.
How do I turn that off?
I can hear myself.
No, it's not that one.
I can hear myself. No.
Oh, that's better. That's better. I can't hear myself anymore. Hey, hi everyone. It's me. Thank you, Tony, for subscribing, Tony. 28 months, I think that thing says over there. 28 months, as if it's been that long. That's crazy. Yeah, I've turned all the other sound things off. Yes, I am on my own. Mrs MLG will be along shortly. She's just putting the small person to bed. Yeah. This evening, I'm building some... Ooh, what was that? Thank you for following Diablone87. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody, to Monday night stream. So, let me just... There we go, drop the chair down a bit. So, this evening I'm going to build some Infernus Marines, some Primaris Marines from the new Leviathan set. As we've had a release thing over the weekend saying that the new starter sets, so we know what the Combat Patrol, Space Marines and Tyranids are going to be, because the largest starter set, the Ultimate Edition or whatever it's called, is going to have 2 full Combat Patrols in, they have said. Now, because I want to get a game of 40k 10th edition in eventually, does that, oh, should I have stuck that bit? I probably should have put that bit in there before I put that bit on. Who needs instructions? Who needs instructions? I think the easiest way to start is by having a go at this Combat Patrol thing. So the idea is that you have a fully painted, well, a full Combat Patrol. Doesn't necessarily have to be painted. Where was I going? Yes, a combat. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. A Combat Patrol army, basically, painted. But I was looking at all of the Combat Patrol box sets that are available, and I was thinking, I don't want to do that, and I don't want to play as those guys. But I'd already built some of these Space Marines, and then I realised, when that release has been shown over the weekend, that I've already built nearly all of the Space Marine Combat Patrol. So I can actually play with Space Marines if I just build 5 of these guys and the Librarian. Now, I wasn't going to build the Librarian at all. Eventually he was going to get done as a Night Lord with a different head. But I need to build him now so he can be part of my Combat Patrol. So there we go. How did I ever survive without Mrs MLG? I have no idea. No idea. Because she does keep me right. What's going on? How's that? Oh, he's like striding forward, about to draw his knife. I hadn't really thought about the poses of these guys at all, because I'd looked at them in the box and thought, yeah, I'm not going to worry about building those Flamer Marines. They're not important, but actually they are pretty cool. Yeah, he's striding forward. He's got his bolt pistol out, and he's striding forward with his knife. He's going to get into some hand-to-hand rather than just being stood ready to burn some fools. Burnerate some guys. Mrs MLG hasn't sent me mad, although I was not grey before we got married. Yeah, it's quite jazzy, isn't it, the music? I like it. Right, so here is one finished guy. I did start chopping his parts out just before we went live. So there's one Finnish guy. He's the squad leader. He's supposed to do the squad leader according to the instructions with the bear head, but they've all got stupid Mohicans now, like World War II US paratroopers on D-Day, and I ain't keen on that aesthetic. So helmet head for this guy. But yeah, there we go. One built. There is a couple of little mould lines on his arm, just near his shoulder guard, but I don't really want to scrape them off, so I'm going to leave them. Hi Battlebane, how you doing? You alright, lovely?
What you been up to?
Oh, I forgot to... I put the thing on my screen so I could see the stuff, and I forgot to turn the volume off. So then I got like echo.
That's not too bad.
No, it was that.
So what are you actually doing?
So I'm building some Space Marines so that when I decide I'm going to have a go at 40k, I will have a combat patrol army that I can play with, and then I will be evenly matched under the combat patrol rules with anybody else who's also got a combat patrol army. So it's more likely that I will play a smaller game and actually get a game in to get my head around the rules, rather than just diving straight in for like 2,000 points or something.
Are the rules a lot different?
Well, I'll be perfectly honest, I haven't spent a lot of time looking at them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what Crafty's up to?
No,
Crafty's
what's...
actually holding a paintbrush and it's got paint on it.
What?
I know. Actually
Outrageous.
painting, what's that all about?
Outrageous.
Tony's just trying to decide what to paint next. Might get started on one of these guys from Rotten Factory.
What's Rotten Factory? Not heard of Rotten Factory.
I know, John, I know. I prefer helmeted head options, but Black Templars love having their faces showing. Hey Pete! Pete would like you to hydrate, hat, wig, and do a stretch.
Oh, okay. Let's have a high
Wow,
hydrate.
you
And
can
dance.
really dance.
You dance.
Wow, you can really dance. He went.
That was it.
Oh no, it's kicked the box of sprues over now. Battlebane can't get into 10th for some reason. I don't like change. I think I would be rubbish. I'm no good with change. Let's keep everything the same forever.
Is it hat first or wig first?
Hat first, then a wig, then do a stretch. You've already done your dance because that came on. So. Oh, beautiful. It's beautiful. You look like a cavalier. And I see you got a new follower while I was away.
We did.
I hope this new follower is still here. I didn't go like, oh no, that was a mistake, and then I ran away. We wanted to see some professional painting and got us.
Yeah, and that's it. So yeah, I've barely looked at the rules for 10th edition. I've just been so busy.
Yes, we have been.
And I'm likely to be very busy for the next couple of weeks, I think. So we'll see how we go. But I thought if I've at least got them stuck together, I'm more likely to paint them.
That's a start, isn't it?
Yeah. So
So what he really thought was he started to build a plane. We've started to build a new railway for the window.
yeah.
We've started something else. So yeah, let's start these too. We won't finish anything.
Well, I can't do any of those things on stream because they're all too big.
You were doing your plane.
Yeah, but it's at the point where it needs spraying now before I can do anything else.
Yes, and we haven't been at home. We've been at work. Battlebane says, I guess I was the one and only fan of the 9th. I've watched some battle reports and I don't know if it's my cup of tea. You do like 9th?
It was alright.
That's his standard reply for.
It was okay. I mean, if I'm perfectly honest, I quite like 2nd edition. But that's a long time ago. And 4th wasn't too bad.
Oh dear. Tony says Rotten Factory are a tiny independent mini company in Poland, run by a lovely chap. They're very Mordheim friendly.
Ah, right. I see. Yeah, lots of love for Mordheim going around at the moment, it seems. So I've been really enjoying playing it. It's been super fun. But apart from like a couple of multiplayer type games, ooh,
Are we ready?
yeah.
Ooh sha-la-la-la, Mr MLG is a mighty mini painting man and Mrs MLG is a whoop-de-doop amazing person. The MLGs are the bestest people ever and Little Miss and Gizzy are awesome too. Wahoo flitty-de-doop shandalanga ding-dong viva Las Vegas and shake ya shim.
Oh, I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
You wrote too much. And shake your shimmy down.
Thank you very much.
5 months, Wiki D. That's insane. I don't believe we've been streaming for as long as we have.
28 months Tony's been
Yeah,
on.
and people are actually watching. Thank you very much, Wiki D.
I think they just feel sorry for us.
Well, it's not hard to feel sorry for us, is it? Look at the state of us. You're sat there in that wig. That hat.
This is my regular gardening hat, thank you very much.
It's my wig. You once asked me to have my hair like that, and I explained that I couldn't have my hair like that because my hair wouldn't do that. It's not that kind of hair.
I have decided that I think I'm going to shave all of my hair off again. So back to like the. It's just the weather's too warm, and it's.
It's raining currently.
I know, but it's still warm, isn't it? How warm is it in here right now? It must be like 22.
Yeah, well, the house has been locked up all day. It doesn't help that the house is locked up all day.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna have a shave off again.
I said to you, grow back if you don't like it. It's not
It will.
like it's.
It will. Yeah, it's gonna go. Might get rid of the beard as well.
I think that might look a little weird.
Well, you know,
Just didn't have
all
any
right.
hair at all.
I'll trim the beard down to short, and then.
We should do it on stream. We should get
Yeah.
sponsored shave all your hair off.
I said to Mrs MLG at lunchtime that I was thinking about shaving it off and just having a mohawk for a few days. And what did you say?
I said, yeah, why not? And then you went, oh, I don't think it'll do it. Oh, thanks, quiet boy. Oh,
thank you very
feeling
much.
the love tonight.
Yeah.
Can you feel the love tonight? Apart from Wiki D, who's left us now to go and see her obsession, her current obsession of playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah. Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, John!
Yeah, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, what's that mean? Hype trainy thing.
Oh, we've got one of them.
I don't think we've got one. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
we're,
I don't know how
we're
it
close to
works.
getting one.
Yeah, I think if you do stuff, bits and cheers and subscribey things and stuff now, you can earn special emotes or something. We've never been that popular to do such things. Yeah, you can get certain emotes and things.
We have a level 1 hype.
Oh, I see. John knows. John knows the drill. Look at that. You doing Space Marines in your silly hat.
Yeah.
I'm painting these horses and I'm really not liking them.
Oh, that was a point. I was going to ask you earlier, but we were busy. Sorry. Did you see, as you were unpacking the GW today, did you see the thing that you
No.
liked?
No, because I was looking at the back of the boxes. I was
Ah.
trying to get it done. Tony's cheers!
Yay!
What's going on? What's going on?
Yay! Thanks, Tony. Whoop, whoop.
About to beat your last record. That won't be hard. Oh, it's all exciting. Is Gizmo even now? No, Gizmo's not woke up. You've not got that excited that Gizmo's woke up yet. Oh, there's applause and everything. I feel so loved.
Whoop whoop.
I know. Yay! It's been a rubbish day today as well, so now it's exciting.
Yeah.
Yay! Woo! Yes, I was unboxing or unpacking and checking off the GW order today that came.
Wow, you can really
Dance.
Wow, you can really dance. He went.
I think that one suits you better.
Than the chicken dance.
From the chicken. I think the chicken dance may still be on there. I'm not sure, but that one's new. Wow, you can really dance.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, and there's a wild Pokemon in chat. I don't know what that is. It's a rock blizzard of some description with a horn. who knows what that is? Yes, it is. That's what we thought too, Tony. Very Eurodance. We agree.
Just so you know, that is how I dance when I'm really dancing as well.
That Votan guy
looks ace.
Yes, Battlebane. Tony's Votan guy does look awesome. Is that War? I think Tony, isn't it? For using as War for the Great MLG Brush Off. July's theme for the Great MLG Brush Off is War. So obviously Mr MLG will be doing some sort of Space Marines, I'm sure.
These Space Marines.
I haven't even contemplated what I might do yet.
You could have the thing that you're doing now.
It's not really war, is it?
Yeah, participates in a war game.
But I don't know if this is still my always wanted to paint for the whole year now, because we all went over, because the whole point of always wanting to paint was that it's taking us forever, and that did. Yeah, I'm not liking it anyway. It's all fiddly and pathetic. I've done the coach. The horses might just get put to one side again for another 6 years.
What is it about the horses that you're not enjoying?
Well, I originally intended to not stick them together and paint them not stuck together. But then I thought that might be a silly idea, because then when I do stick them together, the colours probably wouldn't match up very well and things. So I did stick them together, and now I can't get into the bits to paint the horses. And I keep painting over bits that I've already painted and getting annoyed with myself. You know, just the norm. Thinking of just posting my Plasma Iron Warrior, as I think it's probably the best so far. Yeah, why not?
Do it.
The MLG Brush Off is open to everybody. The kids have got involved before. Like, you know, fantastic, wonderful painting from absolutely everybody. There is no limit on how many you can submit, no limit on what you do or what manufacturer. It's just there to incentivize you to do some more painting and have some fun.
That's the main criteria.
This is how you do it.
I must be able to take this off.
Oh, it's gone, has it? Did you make me get rid of the chicken dance? Oh. He was sulking that I'd put the other dance on, so he may have made me get rid of the chicken dance and replace it with that one.
Didn't we? I don't know if we changed things around.
I don't know. I can't remember.
We might have made the chicken dance redeemable with bits.
I don't know.
Because I hate it. Nah, that
sounded like a chicken.
That's a bit strong. I don't hate it.
Just how much you sulking that day?
I disliked that it didn't have a cooldown.
It did have a cooldown.
Long enough.
You wanted one per
Another
string.
turtle made it to the water.
But we're saving them turtles. Them turtles are making it to the water. Oh, it was proper Yorkshire, wasn't it? I turned proper Yorkshire then. Them turtles are making it to the water.
I was going to tell you something. Oh, so
You can.
your horses.
Yes,
So
my silly horses.
you might not like it. I thought that you would do a really good job of some Dreadblade Harrows.
I don't know what they are.
So Dreadblade Harrows are some skeleton-y, spooky, ghosty things on spooky, ghosty horses.
Oh, I might have seen them.
I like them. They come as a box of 2, and I've always quite fancied doing some of those, but I think that you would do a better job than I would.
Tony would like you to put a hat on. Well, it's taken me like 2 or 3 years to paint this, so let's not get carried away. Everyone loved the chicken dance except Nathan. Yeah, I thought I'd sneakily just kept it crafty, but I obviously haven't.
Yeah, air hostess hat.
Yes, that was a hen night. The hen decided we all had to look like air hostesses. I looked like a hair hostess. Everybody else looked like an Ann Summers air hostess. I never get the memo. Like the time that we were police officers, like pretending, like obviously not pretending to be police officers, but dressed up for a night out as police officers, and
you look like a police officer.
Actually thought I was a police officer, and somebody burned me with a cigarette, and I got shouted at quite a lot. When everybody else again went with Ann Summers police officers, that was fun.
Is Ann Summers still around?
I don't know, but I think people understand what I mean. But with that reference,
I do. Yeah.
There was more skin on show than the fancy dress outfits that I wear. I go as Cousin It than a cowboy when everyone else is a cowgirl and things like that. All the time that I was the Joker, and someone told me I had to get out of the toilets because it was the girls and not the boys. And then another lad came up to me and asked me to go away because I was scaring his friend who didn't like clowns. I was like, it's obviously a good costume then, isn't it?
When you dressed as Harley Quinn, did you go out in town or did you just go to someone's house?
I was with you. We went out in town, and I spent a lot of the time hiding.
You've been in it twice.
Have I?
Yeah, because you've been to someone's house, or you started off at somebody's house, and I hadn't gone for some reason. I think I might have been on call.
Oh, I wore it for Nikki's, and we were at Nikki's house, but I thought that we were there.
No.
Yeah, when we were out in town, I think Wiki D saw me for the first time. She didn't know me at this point, and apparently she'd come up to me. She tells this story much better than I do because I can't remember it. Apparently she'd come up to me and complimented me on my outfit, and I'd just done my normal, oh, there's a human talking to me, let's run away. Because,
What were you dressed as for that one?
The Harley.
Oh, the Harley.
The thing we're talking about. Yeah, I didn't like it. And when I look back now, I wish I looked like that now because I was a lot skinnier. But it was the traditional Harley Quinn, not the little shorts.
Yeah,
weird thing.
Cartoony. It was before that film.
Yes, long time ago. Yes, it was traditional, full black and red diamonds and silly hats and whatnot. Well, she's come back just to tell me how terrified I looked while she was talking to me. Well, I didn't know yet. I'd still look like that now. Went out on Saturday night with my friends. We have a tradition of we used to go out once a year. Like we used to go out more when we were younger, but the tradition was we had to have a Christmas meal. And every year since we've been at school, we started off having the Christmas meal in the sixth form study rooms at school, and then we progressed to like our own houses or whatever. And then as we've got older and we've got family and kids, we go out now and let somebody else cook it for us. And it's tradition we have to go out every Christmas no matter what, which is good because when we started we used to see each other every weekend anyway, but now that we're older we don't get to see each other as much. And then one of my friends died 7 years ago, and we decided that maybe, let's push the boat out and we could go out twice a year because Christmas is quite cold. So we go out in summer now as well. And Saturday was, as I call it, lads' night out. The boys don't call it that because they are all boys, so they don't need to. But I call it lads' night out because when I was younger, my mum knew who I was going out with, and she felt safer when I went out with my male friends rather than my skittish female friends. So I used to go, it's lads' night out, mum. She'd be like, oh, that's all right then. And we went out on Saturday, and somebody I didn't know was talking to my friends, and they asked me if I was, they didn't say handler, I can't remember what he said, a watcher or something like that, because apparently I was just stood doing my normal stern face, don't talk to me. They completely straight back staring at people, and he thought that I was kind of like their supervisor because I looked so pathetic.
They're on day release. And
They're on day.
And you're the minder.
Yeah, I've got to look after them. I was like, oh no, it's just the way I look when I don't know scary people. Just don't talk to me. It's a lot easier. I'm impressed you have 3. I've only got 3 friends. Let's not push the boat out, Tony. But yes. So that's where the hat's from. I mean, that hat's got to be at least 10 years old.
Oh, yeah,
Easy.
Yeah, it was before Little Miss came along.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. So there you go. We've lots of silly stories from nights out being dressed as silly things.
I can't remember what you were dressed as when I was Hellboy.
A pirate.
Ah, yes, you were, yes.
I was a pirate. See, pomegranate juice is working. Your Hellboy costume was awesome. You made the hand and everything, didn't you?
I did.
You looked like Hellboy. It was very good. I didn't look like a pirate. It was a purchased pirate costume, and it was a bit rubbish. I think if somebody had come near me with a naked flame, I would have gone poof. That kind of costume.
John the Templar thinks it's time for a posture check. Don't hurt your back.
Don't hurt your back. You could probably take your hat off now as well too. How are these people coming along? What's
I'm on the 5th of 5.
Oh.
And then we get onto the librarian.
Battlebane says, I reckon I could probably make a squad of those flamer guys by the spare flamers from the Crusader squad sprues.
Yes, yeah. If you've got enough Crusader squad bits, you probably could make some of these guys because they are the same flamery things.
Same flamery things.
Yeah. In furnace pattern flamers. If they're good enough for the Black Templars, they're good enough for everyone else.
I'll tell you what's not good enough.
What's that?
My horses.
Yeah, I bet they was.
They don't. They really, really don't. It's got a dog hair stuck to it as well. That's how good they're looking. Dog hair stuck.
Oh, used to that.
It needs to dry now. Come on, horsies, dry. So you can have another bit of something stuck to you.
We got our GW delivery today. Got some stuff that I wasn't expecting. Well, we order it every week, but I didn't expect that we were actually going to get it because it's been out of stock for ages. So we should have some plastic jet bikes for Horus Heresy. Or we do have some because I put them away earlier on, so I know that we've actually got them. So we've got some of those. They're here, and we've also got some Azrael and Commander Dante miniatures that are actually here in the vicinity.
Is that the pre-order stuff?
No, these are they were released before the new edition came out as a like sort of a splash release, and then they've been out of stock ever since, and now they're back. But we weren't expecting them to come, so when I press the button and import it all after the stream.
You're going to press the button this time?
I am.
And everything should go.
Then everybody that's signed up for a back in stock notification will get an email saying it's back in stock.
But how many have we got?
Buy it now. We've got half a dozen of each, I think.
Oh, that's good. Aren't those jet bikes a pain to get hold of since launch, says Battlebane?
Yeah, they've been out of stock like the other things. So we've had them a couple of times. They've come in a couple of times and they've flown straight out. No pun intended.
Do jet bikes fly?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Already horror.
Yeah, they've come in and gone straight back out again. But yeah, apparently they're a bit of a pig to put together as well.
Are they as bad as this black coat? There's a wild Spiro.
I've forgotten to put his head in. I'm going to have to clip that bit off and just glue it on.
Yes, everybody remember, if you are new here, this kind of stream is a just listen to us chat. Don't look at what we're doing because it's bound to be wrong. You're not looking at the instructions?
I was.
What, really?
Yeah.
Were you?
And then
you know it's recorded, right?
I glanced at him.
Glanced up then. Tony's throwing his balls at the birds.
Be careful doing that, you might get arrested.
Yeah, so on Saturday we went to, my friends and I, we went to a restaurant in Beverley. We were being all posh. We went to a restaurant in Beverley that just sold meat. Which was no good for me. The boys knew it was no good for me, but they wanted to go, so we gave it a go. And then they laughed at me the entire time I was there.
We're on to the librarian now. Finish those guys, librarian.
Oh, so can we have a close-up of the bits of librarian? Oh no, that's very shiny.
Okay, let's bits of librarian.
Bits of librarian. Where's his head?
There.
Oh yeah. What colours do you do these things then?
Well, librarians are typically blue, but I'm going to paint them. All their armour and stuff's going to be silver, so they match in with these guys. Which these need finishing off, but I figured I'd do them like all together. But yeah, these are the Terminators from Leviathan. That's the stage that they're at. So yeah, five of these guys. This librarian. 5 Terminators and the Terminator Captain. That's a combat patrol, apparently.
What's that mean then? Do you know yet?
Yeah, so that's like a small battle army, basically, that you can play smaller games of 40k with a combat patrol. So
don't they sell those combat patrol boxes?
Yes, and all these items will be available as a combat patrol box set. But the easiest way to get it earlier is to buy the Ultra, I think it's called Ultra or Ultimate starter set, which has basically got a full Terminator, full Space Marine combat patrol, and a full Tyrannid combat patrol, and some terrain for £125 RRP, as opposed to paying 95 quid each for combat patrols plus some terrain, and there's probably, I don't know, £80 worth of terrain in the box set, so it's a pretty good deal actually. It's we've only found the prices out today. Maybe I'm not supposed to announce it out loud, but everyone's just figured out how to get the prices online anyway, so I don't feel too bad about it.
It's a bit late now.
It's a bit late now. I've said it out loud.
Pete says, hydrate! And after you've hydrated, put a hat on. And after you put a hat on, put a wig on.
Yeah, the new Terminators are cool. There's some ping pong balls in it. What are they?
I don't know. It's your hat box. I don't know. I wonder what we have them for.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'm sure that we had a fancy dress costume that involved ping pong balls.
Yes, it was for a fancy dress costume, but I can't remember what it was. I don't think you used them in the end, though, did you?
No, I don't know.
I think it was something stupid. You had a silly idea, like, oh, I can make a clown's nose out of them.
Oh, that was it. That was it. But
really?
yeah, but it was. And then I just ended up painting my face, didn't I? It was for my black and white clown costume. Because I couldn't get a big enough red nose, so I tried to do it with a ping pong ball, and I just ended up cutting my nose.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Like the time that you decided you wanted to be a ghost and you just cut 2 holes in a sheet.
Yeah. I was feeling very low effort that day.
Yeah, but not as low effort as our friend, who just hung a sign round his neck, said morgue, and said that he was dead.
Yeah.
There's me spending weeks and weeks sewing hair extensions to Hessian so I could go as cousin it. You've got a sheet with some hole in it.
I went as a zombie in some old work gear one year when I also needed fairly low effort because I was at a war game show the next day.
Yeah, not like the time you bicked off all of your hair.
Yep, that has also happened twice now, actually.
Or the time that you glued pretend sideburns to your face with super glue,
Yeah, well,
and then wondered why half of your face came off when you ripped them off when you were drunk.
well, it was when we got home. They didn't come off in the shower. The
Super glue, everyone, to his face.
the spirit gum stuff didn't work.
This is what happened. The bicking off all of his hair with a Bic razor, not just a bit of a close shave, like literally shaved everything off. And the super glue all happened when I'd left him alone to go and get ready myself, thought I was safe, come back.
So
Yes, darling. Thinking of picking up a Leviathan box, says Tony. Paint a single gaunt thingy and retire off the proceeds according to a formula that we sussed out on Disc. Oh yeah, that formula was, I don't think that's going to work, Tony. Apparently I'll be wealthier than the Rockefellers. Yeah, that formula in theory...
What's this?
I can't remember if it was Audi Man or not. Came up with a formula for if you paint, to sell.
Oh, right.
Then this formula would be the formula that you would follow. So cost of the mini, time, years of experience, etc. But given Tony's years of experience, then Tony could paint one tiny squig and retire with this formula. Yes, it was good, wasn't it? Go on, you were going to tell me why you glued half your face together.
So I was Hellboy when I glued the sideburns on because I'd got some, like they call it spirit gum or something like that. It's like makeup stuff for sticking prosthetics and.
Thanks, Battlebane. Take care.
See you later. Those kind of things to your skin. Got to bounce, man. Yeah, but it just wasn't working. I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't working. So I got the super glue out because I was desperate to get my costume looking right. So I just got the super glue out and stuck them on. And I thought,
same guy that went in a sheet with 2 holes in, wasn't
yeah. When I'm in the mood, it's maximum effort. That's the thing. So I wanted it to look right, and then I'd thought to myself, it's super glue, isn't it? So if I just when I get home later, I'll get in the shower, get some hot water on it, and it'll be fine.
Nope.
Yeah. So it wasn't fine. And when they were partially coming off, and I just grabbed them and yanked them, because I thought I'd soaked it enough in warm water, I pulled chunks of skin off as well, and it was a bit grim. And then, so that was that Hellboy costume. That was cool. I enjoyed that one. And the bick in my head, that came about because we were doing like a combo fancy dress with some friends as the Addams family. So I was Fester, and Mrs MLG was Cousin It, and then our friends were Gomez and
Our
Morticia.
friends were the sexy people. They were Gomez and Morticia,
Yeah.
looking all nice, and we were Cousin It and Uncle Fester.
Yeah, and so I'd got a bald cap thing to go with it, and then but obviously, when you get bald cap things, I think I might have had 2 actually. I might have got a pack of 2 in case I ripped one trying to get it on my head because they're a bit rubbish. So as I was getting ready, I got it on and I just couldn't get the wrinkles out, could I? That was the problem. So I was trying to stretch it over my head, and because they're not great, I just couldn't get the wrinkles out on top of my head, and it was really annoying me. So we just bit the bullet and got the razor out and just took it all off.
And you did the same for Captain Spaulding.
And then, yeah, the same thing a year or however many years later. For I was going to go as Captain Spaulding from House of a Thousand Corpses. So I'd got the rest of my costume perfect. Got a T-shirt that matched like one of the T-shirts that he wears. So basically, it was. Sorry, Dad.
I made your trousers for you.
Yeah. So some trousers, and so I basically looked like authentic to the specific scene in the movie. Apart from I couldn't get this bald cap thing. I'd grown my beard, so it was like really long and bushy, looked right and everything. Just couldn't get the thing right. Couldn't get the bald cap to go on right. So all the hair had to come off again.
Tony would like you to wear a wig.
Another wig.
I've actually seen it, Tony. I don't like horror movies, but I've actually seen that one, and was all right.
It'll have to be this wig again because.
How many wigs are you putting on at once here?
Well, I already had one on, but then Tony likes this one anyway. I can't really remember it, to be fair. It's the House of a Thousand Corpses, and then the sequel's called The Devil's Rejects.
A long time ago.
Yeah. In fact, I watched it with my mate while you were upstairs having your hair done. At their house, I think. I don't know when you've seen it.
With you? I don't watch horror films on my own.
I don't know. Maybe we've seen it. Maybe I've seen it twice. I don't know. Don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, why don't you talk about the minis that you're doing?
So this
instead of our lives.
Yeah. So this Terminator guy comes in a remarkable amount of pieces, and this guy is going to be released alongside the starter sets and stuff, so you can purchase him should you wish on his Todd. However, I have also learned today that this guy is very limited on release, like a lot of Games Workshop things recently. So
you won't want to buy stuff off him.
Yeah. So this guy, if anybody wants to buy one of these on their own as a separate kit, is that right? That doesn't look right, does it? It must be. This guy, if you want to buy him separate on his own, you need to express some interest, and we'll save you one, because we're going to get 4. Oh, there's something else that we're only getting 4 of as well. I can't remember what the other thing is. Might be the barb gaunts, the other bits.
Thanks, GW. We love you too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the guy rang me up today, and he's like nice enough.
What he can do is just
the chap that I deal with. He's not being awkward on purpose. But yeah, rang me up and he was like, "Hi, how you doing? We've just got like these releases this week. It's this, and this." Like, all right, cool. Oh, but that and that are like they call it hard capped. They go, oh, that and that are they've got a hard cap this week. So, you can have 4. You can have 4 of those. So I'll just put you down for all 4, shall I? Like,
no, let me think about it a minute.
Yeah. But you can have as many as you like of all the other things. So yeah, of course I can. Of course I can. We can have as many starter sets and whatever else as we like. That's fine. It's probably better though, because anyone that's really serious about the game and getting all the models and isn't just going to pick it up as a casual thing is going to buy the full Ultimate Edition, I would imagine anyway, that comes with all these bits, so you won't have to worry about having to buy this guy separately. It's about 28 quid or something if you buy him on his own.
Tony sent you a DM.
He has, so I will respond post stream. What's going on there?
No, darling, you're doing it.
Yeah, oh no, I'm supposed to stick his head in.
You did that last time.
I should really look at the instructions.
Yeah.
Who needs instructions, eh?
You. You do. That's who needs instructions. You. It's about time you tackled another 6-year-old, 4 ages, 6 and above quick build kit.
Yeah.
Little Miss actually asked for one the other day. You know these? Yes, sweetheart. I like doing these. Yes, sweetheart. We know you do.
That's as much of his face as you get to. Yes, yeah.
There's a... Don't know what that is. Looks like it needs some sleep Pokemon.
A Dreepy.
It looks like someone's held its eyes open with a matchstick. Maybe it's watched too many horror films. Don't know what this music is. It's just to wake us up, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit funky.
It's gone now.
I quite like this pose of this model actually. All my Mickey taking about the Space Marines and stuff in the past. This model's actually not too bad. I think it's like a few models that GW have shown off. The reason I didn't want to build this guy was because I just didn't think I liked it. But I think it's the way they've painted it on their thing, because they've done all the rune bits on his armour as glowing stuff, and when I've looked at it, I thought, like, oh, that's just too bright. There's too much going on there. But actually, it's a really nice model.
Well, when you've put it together, you'll have to actually show us.
I will.
Tony says, yeah, not a fan of the war boxes. They introduce new minis in a box with a load of rubbish that I don't want, and I have to hope that they release it as an individual mini at some point.
Yeah. So I decided that I was nowhere near doing anything with the Tyranids. We didn't have a use for those, so we've passed those on to someone that's going to use them. But the Space Marines were always going to get a bit of use. So I do like the new Screamer Killer, but I've already got several thousand points worth of Tyranids.
Ow! This horse is stuck. Naughty horse.
Where's that bit? Oh, that's supposed to fill that hole on his base.
Yeah, the instructions would have told you.
Yeah, maybe I should have stuck that in. If you're building this guy, stick that bit in his base before you stick him on his base.
Probably tells you that in the instructions, though, to be fair.
No, it shows it all happening at the same time, to be fair. Oh, no, I don't want it that way round. I want to be able to see it when I paint it.
So, did you decide on Wednesday? I was leaving it up to you.
Oh right, yeah. No, so Wednesday we're not going to stream on Wednesday. We're going to go and get some more stuff done at the shop. But we will be here tomorrow. We are going to stream tomorrow. But Wednesday, no stream on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to just stop streaming Wednesdays until we can get everything done.
We've got a bit of decorating. I'm going to have to take this stuff off my head. It's far too warm.
No, you've had
Oh.
And we've just got no time.
Yeah, there's too much to do and not enough time to do it in. But
We've still not built all the furniture.
Yeah, there's 16 chairs to build.
What we need is a party. We need
chair building party. We'll put some pizzas on.
Yeah, pizzas and beer and build some chairs. Can you imagine how strong
Yeah, maybe we won't have beer, but we could organise some pizza. So here is, if I can... Oh,
it is actually really cool.
It's a really nice model, but the way that GW have painted it is just weird. It's too bright, like they've tried to paint lighting effect stuff going on all over the place. Now, Wicked D's down for building some chairs.
Excitement of your life, that building.
It's a nice mini. So he's going to get painted up. Well, librarians typically have blue armour, but I'm gonna not paint him all blue. I think I might paint his shoulder guards blue and paint the rest of his armour silver so he matches in a bit more with the rest of my guys. Might do that.
You can do whatever you want, he's yours.
I know. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I can't rubbish at trying to hold him in the camera. And these are the Infernus guys.
I like the way he said, oh, we'll get pizzas, but we have to come home and have tea and feed the child before we go back to do the chairs.
No, I was. Well,
Did you just forget about
no.
it?
Well, we could feed the child and then we could have pizza.
Oh, we're just gonna sit and watch her eat.
Yeah.
If you lived closer and wasn't so terrified, I'd be there to help. Aw, we know you wouldn't.
You'd be fine. Tony will look after you.
There's only viewers there. But don't forget, the offer always stands, Tony. On Mondays, there is literally just me and Nathan there. We don't have to talk to you if you don't want to. I could do me standing, staring, looking terrified.
And then there's that sergeant guy with his helmet on. What I do like about these guys is when they put them on the sprue, rather than putting on the back of the backpack, this is my pointy tool. What they do on the Heresy plastic models is they put the joint point onto the sprue here, right in between these two vents at the bottom of the backpack, and it is really annoying because it's not easy to carve off. So on these ones, they put it on the top pieces on there, and that's because it's an open surface. It's a little bit easier to clean. What I think that they should do though, because they're rounded surfaces and they are not like on the shoulder pad. I wish they wouldn't put like joints right in the middle of the shoulder pad like that, because then you end up with a little bit of a flat spot no matter how much you sand it. Is that these two little bits on the top of the backpack there and there, that they should put the gates onto those bits so that you can slice them off nice and flat. I think that's what you should do, Games Workshop. If anybody from Games Workshop that's in the sculpting department is listening,
Oh yeah, absolutely, obviously they are.
yeah, then you should definitely do that. There we go. Right, so I've built 6 Space Marines, and I've got 5 minutes left to go.
Yeah, what we're going to have to do, Tony, because obviously planning such things as a Monday excursion is half of the scariness, in my experience, is if you find yourself just turning up, then just message me to let you in. There doesn't have to be pre-arranged times and all that malarkey, because that's no good, is it?
Just rock up.
That's no good. Nobody wants to be having to plan stuff and then panicking all about it and marking and stuff and things and whatnot. It's just, oh, I'm outside now. I'm that bloke looking in. Because a lot of people look in. That's what would happen, Tony. I'd just be like standing staring at you from one side of the room. Yeah, hello. You okay?
The dog might come and say hello.
The dog would break the awkward silence because he'd just be jumping all over. He was being Bambi today, literally leaping up and down, and it's like a laminate floor, so it's not like it's carpet to hold him or he's trying to leap through grass. He's just leaping about like an absolute lunatic. We had another person that was very worried about him today because the dog was in the shop and the shop was shut.
Right.
And then they went, oh, it's all right. There's someone in there. It's like, yeah, we're in here. It's fine.
There was some children with their face pressed up to the window.
There's some children's slime on the window now because they were looking at the display that's in the window, the Halloween display, and the little boy was in awe of the monsters, and he was just slavering all over the window. I was thinking, that can't taste nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to clean that.
I didn't see him. I was hoping he'd be at the door. He has been at the door. He did a lot of sulking and wandering off today, though. I think maybe he's missed you, Wicked D, and he didn't think that you loved him anymore. And he did a lot of sulking and sitting somewhere else. You should start taking bookings for Gizmo time where people can come in and cuddle him. Yeah, well, we are dog friendly and we got enough grief for being that, didn't we, in Thusis, so I don't know.
Like the cat cafes, where you go and they just have loads of cats. So if you can't have a cat at home, you can just go and spend some time.
Apparently there's one in Bridborough.
Is it?
Yeah, right, that one near Witherspoon was one, but I don't know if it's still there.
Or was that the Wish Cat Cafe?
Yeah, that.
That just popped into my head. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, no, tell Fiona. Oof. We, the Pot of Doodle place that's shut down now that we used to go to quite often when Little Miss was young, they had a meet animals session and they brought their dog as one of the animals. You see, that's you see, if you come on a Monday, there's loads of spaces because town's dead.
Yeah.
You park outside what used to be McDonald's. Do you remember?
Yeah, near the old shop. Tony's been to the old shop.
Yeah, outside the old shop. There'll be loads of on-street parking there. I would say just park outside the shop, but the traffic wardens
are a bit keen.
Yeah, they're a bit mean. So.
It's mostly just one of them, to be fair. He's a bit of a bit of a keen individual. What can I say?
It was just me though with Thusis, because the other people have put it on theirs. It was just didn't like my post. I do find that quite a lot though.
It was just a general outrage, wasn't it? Of why do places have to be dog friendly?
But anyway, there we go. It's like when people hate us. I said this earlier today, didn't I? People hate us because we sell those horrible technical games and the computers and things, right? But we don't, though. I mean, computers aren't horrible, you know, they're not evil or anything, but we don't sell them. If you actually came in, then you'd know what we sold. You'd probably hate that even more. Oh no, Dungeons and Dragons. Humans are very strange with this.
Devil worshippers.
Having a whole chat on Discord currently, like right now, about dogs. Oh, that hasn't gone right at all. Oh, poopy doopy. Well, it doesn't look anything like my wheels. It's a completely different colour, and I use the same colours. Oh, rubbish.
Fiddlesticks.
And I haven't refocused you after you. I'm not doing my job very well at all, am I?
Yeah.
Tut, diddy tut tut.
Which way does that go now? Oh, there, like that. So this bits that I'm sticking together right now. This is the new Dreadnought, the Ballistus Dreadnought. I hadn't built this yet either, but I figured I saw somebody that had come to the shop had built it, and it actually didn't look as bad also as I thought it did. I think like it's just
you're not giving them like chance. You're just like, no, don't like it. It's this.
Yeah, I think it's the way that they
You turn it into Mr MLG.
Yeah, I think so. The way they photograph stuff and what have you, it's just and the paint jobs that they were doing on some of the models, I just don't like them.
Is it just not the colours that you would?
Yeah, I think that might be it. Oh, I suppose.
Because I'm sure that we're not really telling people that we can paint better than GW.
No, it's just I don't like the colour scheme or.
Because you know they've all seen us paint that.
Yeah.
Good.
Come on.
I can manage Beckhill car park with sat nav. Beyond that, I'm lost. It's not easy, though, is it?
If that goes there. Oh, yeah.
I could stand outside and wave at you.
That goes there.
Over here. Get some of those air things that they use on airports.
Oh, the
Illuminating sticks.
the big dongly stick things.
Yeah. The big dongly stick.
Yeah, the problem that I had with this guy, and it is purely my problem, but this
Yeah, it's a you thing.
it's a me thing. The thing that I didn't like about this Dreadnought is I thought its legs looked too skinny, but then when I saw one that somebody had brought to the shop to game with the other day. It doesn't actually look that weedy, so I don't know what it is. I think, no, like I said, it's the angle that they take some of the pictures at and stuff like that, I think. So like those legs, they don't look too bad. They look quite chunky. I don't know.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And then, oh yeah, that's good. So I've built 6 guys and a pair of legs.
Ooh, steady on. 6 guys and a pair of legs. That could be like a film or something. Maybe not the kind of film that I'd watch.
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, they don't look too bad. They don't look too bad.
Oh, there's a weird Pokemon in chat. Don't
Somewhere,
know what that is.
somewhere around here, I've got a big, massive face for him.
It's got a porn star tash though. Look. Put it over your face. Look, it's your new head.
I like it.
Alright, rattling around down there.
Ah, sorry. I was just trying to find his honking massive bass.
Have we found it?
Yeah, he's there. Look. Let's glue him on.
And
then that's it. Stream over.
Yeah.
What are we going to do after?
Well,
Paperwork.
yeah. We already know the answer to that.
But you can carry on painting.
Well, I'm not at the state these are in. I just want to put them in the paint stripper and start again.
There you go. Chunky big legs for Ballistus Dreadnought. So tomorrow night, I might be either finishing this Dreadnought or painting some Space Marine.
You need to find the new.
I do. I need to find the moon one. I'll have a look tomorrow because I'm pretty sure it's at the shop. Cool. Right. Let's put
Look, we're going now, Dan.
that away.
It's streamy timey Endy. How are you doing, Dan?
What weekend geek, Dan?
Yeah.
Hi, Dan. How was France? Dan's been to the land of the baguette, apparently.
Was that your French accent?
No, that was just me talking
Talking.
normally. That was just my normal talkie. The land of the baguette. Got some legs, look. Awesome. Right, so thank you very much, everybody. We shall be back tomorrow for 2 Paint Tuesday.
One Paint Tuesday and one win.
Yeah, maybe. He says he's still there.
Still there?
Eating some snails and tartar.
Dream.
Yeah. Minging. Thank you, everybody, for coming and joining us while I play with toys and we complain about everything in the world. We're back tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye.